Join me on a tarot machine. This will be your monthly love and general reading for the sign of Cancer. So this will be for your sun, moon, and rising, or anything, or your Venus, or whatever relates to you. If some of it hits you, cool. If some of it don't, just skip past it. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and give these cards a shuffle to see what Cancer is working with in the month of March. Whoa, one already flipped out. Wow. The Magician upright. So what it's saying is this could be for love or in business or your job. You're trying to manifest something. So you're grabbing in your bag of skills to try to um use whatever element that's coming to you based on whatever is being presented to you at that time to achieve something. So if this is a job, you're trying to use all the skills to perfect your job, or you're trying to perfect something at your workspace. If you're trying to go for a job, you're trying to use all the skills that you have and list them so it can levitate a employer to you. If there's a relationship, Cancer, you doing this to them, they doing it to you. They're using every trick in the book to get your attention to be in a one-on-one relationship. Yeah, Six of Cups in the upright. The Six of Cups is saying in the upright. Let's start with the job thing first. It's saying that if you currently looking for a job, what it's saying is you're listing all old skills that you kind of probably shelved them, or you decided to reuse them again to levitate somebody to give you an offer for a job. If you had a current job, it can mean that you're in a mode that you kind of your work load is starting to become repetitive, or you doing the same thing over and over again, or you have to be kind of crafty and go back to an old technique to achieve something that the company is giving you to do. If you in a relationship, they could be doing this to you. um you could be doing this to them, they could be doing this to you. Either you know this person from the past and you didn't have the opportunity at that time to be in a relationship with them, so you're going to go and revisit and see if that option is open for you to be in a relationship. Or the person you talking to, or they could be talking to you talking to them. They have kids that are present at this time when it comes to you being in a one-on-one relationship. And um, that might be one of their key factors when they've trying to find somebody to be in a one-on-one relationship, is for somebody to be a good representative to their kids, either as a stepmama or a stepfather. Yep, the Palace of Coins in the reverse. So I'm gonna blanket this for all the job thing first. Either you're looking for one or you're currently at one. It says you haven't hit your final financial goal when it comes to currently being on a job or looking for a job. So you in a search to find the the most that you can get when it comes to your job and what they will pay you. That's all it means. That's all I'm getting. If it's a relationship, either they see this in you, Cancer, you see this in them, that you kind of giving them a second eye, that you maybe cannot set up or get them to work with setting up a solid foundation when it comes to a relationship. And maybe it's due to these kids, or I don't know, but it's like you still looking to set up solid ground when it becomes a one-on-one relationship with somebody. They see this in you, you see this in them, Cancer. Yeah, Ten of Swords in the upright. So with the Ten of Swords in the upright, what it's saying is, if it's a job thing, it's just saying that you may have been in a period, and this could be if you're working or looking for a job. You've been in a period that you felt like when you putting something out there, you not getting what you're wanting, or the company that you're currently working at is kind of giving you a lot of strife or a lot of work that's causing this mental burden when it comes to performing your job. If it's a relationship, you doing this, Cancer, or Cancer, they doing this to you because this person has not really entered the fold, and I don't have a wand out here that you're rushing to talk to the person. It's like you is mentally bogged down about getting into a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you looking for this person in the past to come back and rekindle something, but you keep thinking about that person and you kind of driving yourself crazy. You know what I'm saying? Cancer, they doing this to you, you doing it to them. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in the upright. Three of Pentacles in the upright is saying that even though this person, let's start with the relationship first. Even though this person in the past have not came back to make themselves visible of wanting to be in a relationship, you are at this point ready to work with somebody on a one-on-one relationship. They see this in you, you see this in them, Cancer, that if you put in some work and meet somebody that can put their fair share into building a relationship, you will move in that direction. If it's a job thing, if you're currently with a job, what I'm hearing is if you in a team thing at your current job working with people, because it's a team thing, it's bringing you a lot of stress. It's bringing you a lot of stuff that you got to keep mulling over. Or because it's a team thing, it's not bringing you a true financial satisfaction because maybe the money is being divided up. Maybe it's maybe you feel at times that you do way too much work while the other people is not doing it, and everybody's getting paid a fair share, and you feel like somebody else is getting a free ride or whatever. So that could be happening. If it's you going for a new job, you could be looking for a job that is more of a group oriented thing that could pay a little bit more money than what you're currently doing, but you're stressing on what is being offered out there. You have the skills for it, but you're stressing on what is being offered out there when it comes to being financially, getting paid for it, or what's being offered is more of group work than via versus you working as an individual. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, Hangman in the upright. Remember I said you was waiting for this dude, this old love to come back. Let's start with love. You're caught in limbo. Maybe you had some communication with this person in the past that you want to get in a relationship with. Cancer, they doing this to you, you doing it to them, that you're not moving until you get clear word or clear talking from this person to be in a one-on-one relationship or to even start that process with them. You know what I'm saying? You're just waiting, kind of observing, you know what I'm saying? What this person is doing or how this person is acting, from the past. I hope you're not stalking this person. I'm getting that you kind of being obsessive and stalking on the person. I ain't gonna say stalking them on social media, but that's the new platform. It is what it is. But you're waiting for this person from the past to come back so you can kind of rekindle something with them. What I'm getting is also, this could be, if this is your baby mama or your baby's daddy or whatever, you're waiting for that person to come back for some reason. I don't know why you kicked them to the curb or kicked her to the curb, but you're waiting for that person to come back. Maybe you see a change in that person. Maybe that person came around and is really now ready to work with what you offering it solid wise in a relationship. Cancer, they see this in you, you see this in them. Let's go and get our clarifiers up. I have to have my coffee with this. Yeah, justice. Justice in the reverse. So what it's telling me is that for the magician. Just um, let's start with the job thing. If you're offering your skills to another person, it seems like either it's having a negative recourse, or you're making it look like you're the ultimate employee and the company is kind of freezing up to try to make you an offer because you may have too much skill for that position you're going for. That's what I'm hearing. And it's having a negative course on it. Maybe you have to upgrade your skill of what kind of job you're really looking for that fits your actual skills you have. Because I'm getting the feeling that you're putting applications in, but your qualifications are too big. They're too much. You might have a lot of year working experience or what. So it's making it look like when they trying to make you an offer, every offer that's going to come to you is going to look like undervalued. You know what I'm saying? Because you got so much skill, they can't afford to pay you that. And if you are currently working on a job, you know, it seems like what I'm hearing is you're doing too much and you're carrying way too many people. That's what I'm hearing. You're doing way too much and carrying way too many people, and you're starting to have this outlook that you're doing more than anybody in that office. That's what I'm hearing. Or you're doing way too much for these people at this job. That's what I'm hearing on the job thing, relationship thing. Cancer, they doing this to you, you doing this to them, you're putting everything out there, but it's not getting, it got people bypassing you. You may be trying to talk them into a relationship, love them down in a relationship. You may be offering money, I don't know. You trying to analyze a person, you trying to do everything to get this person and throw it on the table. But the problem is, I'm getting that the person you talking to, or the person you talking to, or that person is talking to you, is doing this, and you looking at them like, damn, you're doing too much. You're doing too much right now. We're just met. We just did this. We just did that. You know, you're cool to kick it with, but you're doing too much. You're going overboard. And it's starting to have a bad outlook on getting in a one-on-one relationship. They doing this to you. You're doing it to them. And if this is somebody you're dealing with in the past, or a baby's mama or whatever, or a baby daddy or whatever, you're doing too much to try to get this person back in the door. That's what I'm hearing. You're doing way too much and causing yourself way too much strife of trying to throw all that energy and all that thought into trying to get that person to come back in the door. That's what I'm hearing. So let me go and keep it moving. The Knight of Swords in reverse for the Six of Cups. Wow. Didn't I say, let's start with the relationship with an ex that you got kids with. Let's start with that one first. Cancer, you're doing this to them. They doing it to you. While you throwing all this stuff to get them back in the door, you confusing this person. Because they knew you one way. This is what I'm hearing. They hear you. They used to deal with you one way. Now you're coming up again with this kind of jack-in-the-box kind of way of dealing with them. And it's making it look like you changed face. That's what I'm hearing. It made it look like you changed face on them. And they don't know how to take it. You know, they very confused. Well, my baby mama didn't act like that. My baby daddy didn't act like that. What the fuck? You know, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? All this doing too much overboard stuff is sending a fog to this person in the past that come back to you. That's all I'm going to leave it. Cancer, they doing this to you. You're doing this to them. If you're trying to get in a relationship, it works the same way. You're doing way too much. It's fogging this person out. They don't know how to take you now. First they took you one way, now you're doing all this, and it's like, wow, you're doing way too much. You know what I'm saying? And this new person is just looking at it and trying to figure it out. That's all I'm getting. If it's a job thing, You're confusing you going for a job. You're confusing you confusing the employers you're going for with all these skills. You're confusing them. They want it simple to the temple. I'm hearing they want it simple to the temple. A, B, and C. You doing X, Y, and Z. They're trying to figure out. Damn, how can we? It sound like this person got the skills, but how can we work it? Because it's like they're doing too much. They listing way too much. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? You got them in a confusion to even take your application. How about that one? If you already on a job, by you doing everything and stuff, you're confusing yourself. How about that one? You're confusing yourself. You may be dealing with coworkers that you have to use all your skills to deal with them and do all these projects and get your stuff done and work in a team thing, and you're doing way too much, and you confusing yourself because you don't know which way you're trying to go because you got the hangman up here. You don't know which way to go next when it comes to what you're doing currently on your job. Cancer, you do. Wow. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse for the King. Wow. For the Palace of Coins. Wow. Let's go and do with the job thing. What I'm hearing is, and please don't take this offensive, you're doing way too much for less money. That's what I'm hearing. You're doing way too much for less money. They throwing all kind of stuff that they should be throwing onto other people. Let's just get that on the table. They should be throwing this other stuff to other people. It's not really your job duty. You know how to do it. So they're using you as the scapegoat to do it while these people that really have the position is getting a goddamn free check. That's what I'm hearing. You're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? You overdriving yourself. Or you dealing with lazy people. You're dealing with lazy people at this job that is not trying to earn really a coin or try to really work. And it's causing you to figure out, damn, what's going on, or do I want to leave, or do I want to stay? It's sending you so much in a mental fog. You don't know what's your next move when it comes to dealing with them people, or dealing with your boss, or dealing with them. If you're going to get a new job, it's just saying the people that you putting all these skills for ain't got no money to pay for it. I'm gonna just break it down. They ain't got no money to pay for it. You listed like you work 30,000 jobs, they only need 2, and it's making it look like they can't afford you. They can't afford to pay you. That's what I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? If this is a relationship thing, Cancer, they doing this to you, you doing this to them. Whoever you talking to, they put a stalemate and they don't want to working on a relationship now. I'm just going to say it. Whoever you're talking to, they don't want to even put no effort in it. It's like, nah, you may be willing to do it. They ain't willing to do it. Y'all on two different sides of the fence. That's what I'm hearing. Y'all on two different sides of the fence. Cancer, they doing this to you. You're doing this to them because you have no cards of communication. You know what I'm saying? And it also seemed like if this person came back that you want to talk to, you ain't formulated a plan of how to build a relationship with them. That's what I'm hearing too. If this is a baby mama, baby daddy kind of situation, I love getting real ghetto with it, and you're trying to get this baby mama daddy to come back into the door, they focused on something else. That's what I'm hearing. They focused on something else, and they choose to work on that because y'all is already tied together through kids. Why work on re-achieving a relationship? Nah, they about their money real quick. I'm going to be honest. They chase that money. They know you're there, but they rather chase that money for now. That's all I'm hearing. Cancer, they doing this to you. You doing it to them. Give me 1 second. This flu season got everybody up here horsing and everything. Let's go and do another card. Wow. Didn't I tell you they ain't even trying to come back? Jack of Wands in the reverse. Let's start with the relationship thing. whoever you talking to and going all overboard and doing an ounce too much and making the people look at you like, huh? Th- You're scaring them off. That's what I'm hearing. You're scaring them off. They don't want to even approach it because it's looking like a bag of tricks. They don't know what thing they're getting with you. That's what I'm hearing. They don't know what kind of person they're getting if they venture that way with you because you're putting way too much boo boo stank on it. And it's like, wow, okay, if I go in, what else I'm going to get? You know what I'm saying? Because you got the magician up here. It's like, what else I'm going to get from you? You know what I'm saying? I just want a simple relationship. Oh no, I'm finna get a car wreck. I'm finna get your parents coming to live with us. I'm going to get all these kids coming in. Wait a minute, what I'm getting? You know what I'm saying? It's not being stated. That's what I'm saying. You don't have a plan worked out. It's scaring the person from running up to even talking into a relationship. Cancer, you're doing this to somebody. Somebody's doing this to you. This works for the same way for if you're trying to get a pass, baby mama and daddy, back up in the door. You're doing too much, and they like, oh no, I gotta bypass this for a minute. I'm hearing they looking like you're on one. How about that one? They looking like at you like, damn, that person, they never was like that. Ooh, they must be on one. See, that's how they looking at you, and that's why ex baby mama daddy ain't coming back in the door because you're doing an ounce too much and you making them look at you in a whole funny style way. That's what I'm hearing. If it's a job thing, you're dealing with lazy people. If you're currently with a job, by you using all these tricks, you may have a staff of people working around you that are young because you got two young cards. You got the Six of Cups, that means babies. Baby, and baby doesn't mean a physical baby. How about baby and skill? Their skills ain't up to like your skill. You know what I'm saying? And they're lazy. And they're lazy. They're younger than you. They infantile when it comes to the duties of the job, and they're lazy. Wow. And they want a free check. Wow. Okay. And sometimes they don't get everything that's being dictated to them. Wow. And they rather leech on to somebody to let their check keep going. Wow. Okay. While they stand there looking real confused about what they was told to do. Wow. Okay. I had to keep breaking it out with wow. Hey, y'all know y'all love my wows. So if you're currently going to another job and you put something in, it's going to be slow with them calling you back. That's all I'm hearing. They're going to be slow with calling you back because your skills is way too much. I'm hearing they pushing your application to the final, the final option. Well, we went through all these people. We don't like them. How about that one with a whole mess of skill? They back burning you. That's what they doing. They shelving and back burning you. That's what I'm hearing. See? Wow. The fool. Didn't I say looking crazy? Didn't I say looking crazy? The fool and the upright. Wow. Let's go to relationships. Cancer, they looking at you like this. You looking at them like this. Remember I said doing too much? Okay, let's break this down. If you talking to somebody or they talking to you and you putting all this stuff on the table, you look uncontrollable. I'm going to break it all the way down. You out the box. You doing everything. Nothing is really systematic. Nothing is really consistent of getting into a relationship. You look all over the board. That's what and it's making this person like, oh no, you too much. When is you going to have some solid ground I can work with? Stop looking all over the board like this. You know what I'm saying? That you just willing to do anything. Maybe you part of a three-way. I don't know because you got the Three of Pentacles up here. You know, maybe you're a freak show and you like three ways. I don't know. You like bringing something new to the table that somebody else may not think of like, whoa, that's too much. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted a one-on-one. I didn't want 5 people in our stuff. Oh, hell no. What kind of freak show I'm running with this? You know what I'm saying? You see this in them? Cancer, they see this in you. You know what I'm saying? Baby, mama, drama, baby, mama, daddy, coming back to the door. Remember I said they looking at you crazy? They looking at you crazy. All this stuff to do to get them back in the door, you look I don't want to use. I'm not going to say that. Spirit is telling me not to say that. You're looking all. You just look like you changed face, but you went to the farthest extreme of changing face. That's what it is. This person in the past knows you as one way. You came back with a remix, and that song ain't hitting. I'm gonna be straight up. The song don't have the bump to it. Shut it off. Cut off the radio. Take the CD out. It's just not doing that for them. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? You're doing this. They doing this to you, Cancer. Cancer, they doing it to you. Wow. The Seven of Wands for the Seven of Wands in the upright for the Hangman. Okay. Let's break it down like this. If it's a job that you're currently working on, there's too much fighting going around, and I'm hearing they have to come to you to be somewhat a mediator between all these fights with these co-workers, and they using you as a mediator kind of to like these employees because you cool with them, so they going through you and having you talk to them instead of them being real bold and talk to them themselves and bypassing you. That's what I'm hearing. If you're going for another job, this just saying it's more candidates on the table than you think. That's why I got that feeling that they were shelving your application. But I don't think they shelved it because of all these people. I'm thinking they shelving it because you're listing too many skills that's beyond that damn job description. That's what I'm hearing. If it's a relationship, Cancer, you're doing this to them, they doing it to you. They see you with going all out of control as a argumentative person, or they see that you're driving this point too hard of you got all these skills and I want to be in a relationship and you should take me and blah 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 blah. They're driving it too hard to a point it looks like an argument. You know what I'm saying? It's giving the first impression like you arguing with the people. That's what I'm hearing. Cancer, they doing this to you. You doing this to them. Baby mama, papa, back and door thing. Maybe one of these skills you got, it is making you look like a control freak. I'm hearing it and making you look like a control freak because you so adamant about getting this person back to the door, and you kind of kicking and fighting to get them back in the door, and it's making you look like I keep hearing you look like you just changed face from what they dealing with, but it's making you look like you more of an argumentative person. You may be maybe being a chilled person. Now, since you remixed it to try to get them back, it's making you look like you're argumentative. That's all I'm hearing. Cancer, they see this in you. You see this in them. Okay. Death in reverse. Wow. Okay. Let's start with the job thing first, and you're going for a job. I'm telling you, they're shelving you. They're shelving your application because you're listing too much stuff. You look too expensive to them. As an employee, you're looking too expensive. So they're not trying to even venture with you, because if they venture with you, it would put the death to your unemployment situation. But they're not trying to rush to you because you listing way too much stuff. I'm just being honest. You listing way too much stuff. And they're not even trying to go there to help you out in that kind of way. They shelved your application, yeah. But and let me get back to the Seven of Wands. They fighting to even take you on. I'm going to mix that in there too. Because you got Seven of Wands and the Hangman. They're fighting to make a decision to even bring you on to the company. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hearing. If you are recurring with a job, you're going to be going through being the mediator and take it. You know why you're going to end up going through this and you ain't going to get no change or no death on that situation? They already see you as the lackey of doing it. Let's just be honest and put it on the table. They see you as the lackey, the kind of ditzy fool that would do it. You know what I'm saying? And you may want it to change. It's not going to, because you already put that out there. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Once it's put out there, you can't draw it back, but they be thinking you changing face at the job. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. If this is a relationship thing, Cancer, they see this in you and you see this in them, it's not going nowhere with the people. Even if you throwing all this skill on of I could be in a relationship with you and I could do this and that and the other, it ain't changing your situation of being single. I'm gonna be straight up real about it. It ain't even changing it because you're doing too much. You're making yourself look unkeepable. Either that person is doing it and presenting that to you, or you presenting that to them. Doing too much, you're making it look like you're not relationship material. That's what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? Baby mama drama, a baby mama drama, getting them back in the door kind of thing. This person you're trying to get back from the past, they ain't moving. I mean, this going over the top to get them back in the door is making them just shine away from you. They're just shining. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna shine away from this for a minute. I don't know how long, but they shined away from it. I ain't gonna say they shut it down, the possibility of it, but they're leaning more towards, I'm not gonna go in that route. That's all I'm hearing. Cancer, they doing this to you, you doing this to them. Didn't I say driving the issue? Devil in the upright for the Six of Cups. Wow. Let's start with the job thing, because this is going to be kind of easy. If you're currently working with a job and they throwing you all this stuff and you got all this skill and they taking advantage of you, look here, they're using you. You got them addicted to that. That's what I'm hearing. You got them addicted to them skills in hopes to get some money up out of them, but it didn't do nothing but cause the extra burden and some extra mental strife by taking on other people's stuff that don't know how to do their job. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hearing. If it is you going for a new job, second pass, you're listing old skills. You can't shade. Either you're not adding something new and fresh to the table and you just keep adding the same old stuff on your resume and they got you shelved, or you're unwilling to move to something that is being offered to you and is outside of your work characteristics. You're unwilling to move to it. You're stuck and fixated in the way you want to do stuff. That's what I'm hearing. If it's a relationship thing, Cancer, they doing this to you, you doing this to them. You want that person bad. You addicted. I mean, some way, somehow, they sparked you, intrigued you, or you could be, say you talking to somebody new, and they could be talking to you. They're stuck on their old relationship in the past. For some reason, that old relationship has a construct that they're used to, and they ain't willing to jump off the bridge and try to do something new in a relationship. And they just they stuck to the old way of how the same type of people. You may be a different type of person. Let's just say this: you're a different type of person, but they stuck on the same characteristics of how they last person was. And that may be another thing of them looking at you in this weird way. You know what I'm saying? Either you're doing this, Cancer, to them, they doing it to you. Baby daddy, mama, drama, back to the door. They don't want to be locked down with it. Whenever this all over the board and doing too much changing face thing that you're doing to get them back, they don't want to be locked to it. I mean, they feel like if they get back, they're trapped. You know what I'm saying? So, and they probably is used to being free now. And if they get back with you, they're trapped. They have this, they got this old classic phobia feeling about getting back in a relationship with you. They say, if I go back to that thing, I know I'm stuck. I know I'm stuck. And I don't want that now. That's what I'm hearing. I don't want that now. You're doing this, Cancer. Cancer, they doing it to you. Wow. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. Let's start with the job thing. If you're currently working on a job and doing all these skills, taking on this burden, I hate to tell you, I don't want to say this, but I will say it. If it was me, I'd be shutting them down. I'll be shutting them down. I'll be shutting them down on giving them that extra work. I'm going to be straight up real. I'll be shutting them down like in a hot minute. And because you not coming with the coin, you want me to take these burdens of all these people, it's time for me to shut you down. I'm not offering that skill no more. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, because you may be going to this night and trying to fish for some money. One, they're going to come back slow. Either upright or reverse, they're going to come back slow. But when he's coming back slow, he's bringing nothing you're requesting. That's what I'm hearing. He ain't going to bring nothing you request. It flew past him. He didn't get it. The company is stuck in their ways of using people and not giving them a coin for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that. If you're going for a new job, if they come back, and it will be slow, if they come back, they're not going to make the offer. They're going to, I'm hearing they're going below the offer of their job description. You know, I'm hearing they're going below it. Wow. And they don't have a problem. I'm hearing they don't have a problem offering it to you. Wow. Okay. I'm going to shut that one down. With the relationship, Cancer, they doing this to you. You doing this to them. The person you're talking to is broke. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. They don't have nothing physical to offer to a relationship. They haven't even formulated a physical plan on how to make a relationship work in their time at this time in their life. They haven't formulated nothing. They're not at a point they want to put any physical effort into building a one-on-one relationship. That's all I'm hearing. Cancer, they doing this to you. You're doing it to them. If it's the past thing, that person ain't. That person, whoever this person is, they don't want to invest no time. They doing an avoidance issue. They doing an avoidance thing that I'm hearing. They doing an avoidance thing. I'm gonna see if I get another call. Cancer, they doing this to you. You doing this to them. Let me see what the next card would bring me. Yeah. The Two of Swords in the upright for this page. And then let's start with the relationship thing first. They could be doing this to you, Cancer. You're doing it to them. They made a decision. They're not moving in your direction. If you're trying to talk to somebody to get in a relationship, going overboard caused this weird outlook of how you is. That's what I'm hearing. It caused a weird outlook on it, and it made the person do an instant decision on it. Basically, first they was kind of pondering it, but once all this kind of over the top stuff came out to get them in a relationship, they shut it down. They said, nope, I ain't finna go there. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? You're doing this to them, Cancer. Cancer, they doing this to you. This could work the same way if you're trying to get somebody from a past or a baby's mama or a daddy. They shut it down. They know they're going to be trapped. They really don't want to work on it at this time. They made an instant decision on it. You know, they made an instant decision not to go there. You know what I'm saying? If it is a job thing, the current job you're working on, I think what I'm hearing is I think you know. I think you know. I think you came to terms with all the stuff you've been doing and how you got paid and why you locked in. These other people ain't locked in to do their job. And I think you came to a point decision wise to say, okay, I may have to think of something else to do or a different approach on how to deal with my current work situation. I think you came to the point the light bulb came on. That's what I'm hearing. If you're going for another job, this can go either nay or yay. You know what I'm saying? Either you made a decision to take this job, regardless if the money ain't too cool, because you may have been out of work for a while, or you decided to pass them people up because they're not bringing you what you want financially when they come with the offer. The page of swords in reverse for the fool and let's start with the relationship thing first. Um, Cancer, you doing this to them, they doing it to you. Y'all both see each other like this. You don't get it. The page of everybody know the page of swords in reverse for me means you're not getting it. You're not getting it. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting it. It's like these people don't want to be. This person don't want to be in a relationship because you're doing too much, and I don't see them passing the word back in this. I'll be the first one to say this. I see all this external thing of how it's visually looking as like a gloss over, but I don't see them physically coming back. You know what I'm saying? I have a funny feeling they dealt with you once, you went over the top, and they just disappeared. But somehow, some way, you have some kind of contact with them. It's very iffy, but it's very thin. The contact you having with this person you want to get in a relationship with, it's very thin. But even when you have the contact with them, they not getting it. You not getting it. They did too much. That's what I'm hearing. So, Cancer, they did this to you. You did this to them. The old situation coming back. You did too much. I'm still going to stick with that. You did too much. You presented something that they're not used to. And they shutting it down or trying to shelve it for a minute. And either they driving the point too hard or you driving the point too hard. They're going over the top and they're not getting it. You may have told them, but they're not getting it. They're not getting it. It is what it is. They could be doing this to you, you doing it to them. Wow. 5 of Wands in the upright for the two. You got 2 fight cards on both of this. Let's deal with the job thing first. If you're currently working on a job, what I'm hearing is it's taking its toll. That work environment you dealing with and carrying these other people that are lazy and the boss throwing you all the skills and all the job and they ain't bringing no core, you're over it. I'm hearing you're over it because it's becoming tiring with these little battles that keep going or these little fires that you got to put out at the job. I'm hearing you getting tired of it. That's what I'm hearing. Because, 5 of Wands means small battles. But I think you at a point that with all these battles is going around with your job and you presented all that skill to them and it's just getting you caught up in the wrong way. That's what I'm hearing. It's getting you caught up in the wrong way that you getting a nasty taste left on it. So that's all I'm getting. If you're going to another job, if they're going to call you back, what it's saying to me is the job dwindled down all the applications to their prime candidate. And you might be one of them. So you still in the battle to fight for this job, but say they had 10 people, they shrunk it down to 4. You know what I'm saying? They shrunk it down to 4 that they can call back and do. And you may be one of them. So I have to put that out there. For the relationship thing, Cancer, this is you. They doing this to you. They kind of is being, they trying to shine you off. You know how when people try to shine you off, they do it the nice way, and then when that don't work, they escalate it to something else. It's like they get rude. Then they just get blunt out cold. And then they escalate it to get away. I don't know why they escalating it to get away. They escalating it to get away from this all over the board stuff that they don't want to be in a relationship with. They may have told you, or you may have told them and they didn't get it, so now you have to kick it to the next level of getting rid of them. Okay, now I'm just going to be blunt and cold with them. Now I'm going to have to do this and that because I really don't want that person. You know what I'm saying? All that over the top just not working for me. They see this in you, Cancer. Cancer, you see this in them. The past situation coming back in the door. It works. I'm serious. It's working the same way. They're trying to keep everything intact as it's being brought to them, but as it's being brought to them, it's wearing them down. They tired of dealing with it. They're like, no, I really don't want to be in a relationship with you right now. Would you stop bringing that to me? Would you stop doing all this stuff? Would you stop calling on my phone? Would you stop texting me? Would you stop emailing me? You know what I'm saying? If it has nothing to do, primary to do with the kids. If you're talking about the kids is cool, then can we talk about being in a relationship? No, the kids is cool, fine. I gotta go and get me some money. You know what I'm saying? Or I gotta go and do something else. Or I gotta go and take care of my mother. Or I gotta do something else physically I want to do. I don't have time to talk to this. So they're shining you off aggressively now. Wow. That's what I'm hearing. Let's get this last row up. Wow. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. Let's do this for the job thing. What I'm saying is you may have went to this boss to talk about some coin for taking on these extra skills, or your extra skills is worth that, and you've been taking on these extra skills from these youngsters, and you kind of got locked into that work pattern now. They kind of eased it on you. Now you locked into it. If you going to this dude about some money, he's shutting it down. What I'm hearing is you made them addicted to it. You know what I'm saying? They think it comes with you in general and not understanding that costs an extra coin. That's what I'm hearing. And they're not going to offer nothing else for what you're doing now. Even though it's extra skill, they're not going to offer no more money for it. Because you got them locked into it for free. That's what I'm hearing. If you're going to another job, all it's saying to me is that if they call you back and you do a second interview and you make it past this round, this sort of the voice type of job kind of thing of picking the main one, they're not coming with no money. They just not coming with no coin. They ain't gonna come with something that you want to deal with. That's what I'm hearing. If it's a relationship thing, they doing this to you, you doing this to them. They being real stern and greedy that they don't want to share no time, no physical effort of building a relationship. They not finna do it. They just not finna do it. They're just not doing it. They being real adamant. Either you're coming off like this or being kind of reserved and trying to do this I keep saying this avoidance thing. Like trying to shine the person off and trying to avoid them. But I can't tell if, excuse me, that this person keeps popping up. I don't get the pop-up. I get the fool. That's a pop-up card. You know, he goes along his way and just pops up everywhere. But I don't know if this person is just like popping up at random places where you at. I'm not getting it. Now I'm the Page of Swords. I'm not getting it. But you're shying away from this person and you being very Scrooges with your emotions, what you will put up in it or whatever, but you're shining the person off because you don't want to deal with it. That's what I'm hearing. Cancer, they doing this to you, doing this to them. Somebody in the past doing the same thing. They shutting it down. They shutting it down. I'm telling you, they're going to escalate it from dealing with you nice to dealing with you cold. It's about to turn bitter. I'm here. That's what it's about to turn bitter. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's about to go down. I can't get it no more than that. It's about to go bitter because this person seems like he don't want to venture that way. He's having this negative feeling because all this over the top stuff is coming. They're going to feel trapped anyway. They're going to feel trapped anyway. They really don't want to put no effort in it. This person already made a decision. And now the feelings or the physicality of investing something in it to rework it is starting to be damaged. It's like, wow, okay. Let's go and get it, keep it moving. Wow. The devil twice. I'm about to say it. I'm done. The devil twice. I can't make this up. Let's start with the job thing. You got them really addicted to your skills. If you already on a job and you want some more money for these extra skills or taking these extra burdens that for coworkers that ain't doing nothing, shut that avenue down. Shut it down because they're so addicted to it. They don't even think it's an extra skill no more. What I'm hearing is it's just you. It's your habit. It is you. That's what they're addicted to the point that they won't shake an extra penny for it. Because you already set them off on that direction. That's what I'm hearing. And if you're going for a new job, they is definitely being cheap. They gonna be stern when they do make an offer. If they make an offer, they into getting people for cheap and using them up. That whatever company you're going for, they into that. They definitely into that. Pay them cheap, use them to death, break them down to the final compound. That's what they into. Your current job, if you're working with a current job, they may be into that. They might be into that too. You present us with all your skills, but we ain't gonna pay you nothing, and we're gonna break you down to nothing. Wow. Okay. If it's a job thing, a relationship thing, they doing this to you, you doing this to them. The devil, they went from being the devil to the situation of, of feeling like they trapped. I get that. If they go and take you on for a relationship, they stuck on not being in a relationship. They went from I could have worked with you, and then now all this stuff came out, and this new personality came out, and this all over the board stuff came out. Now they made a decision to say, nope, I'm not doing it, and I'm not moving off that stand. No. And they not even making an offer for you to change. That's what they just taking you as, okay, that's how you is now. I don't want it. And they're being very stern with it. Cancer, you're doing this to somebody, they doing it to you. Past situation. That person. I'm telling you, that changing face did something. It did something to the point that the person do not want to move in that direction. They do not want to move in it. No way, no how. You can talk them into it. You could even buy them into it. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. It's just something about it that they getting a sketchy feeling about it, and they do not want to run in that direction. They may be doing this to you, Cancer. You're doing it to them. Wow, the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Like I'm saying, let's go back to the relationship thing. They made a decision. They don't want to be trapped. Let's start with the past coming back in. They don't want to be locked down in a relationship with you. I'm going to just be honest. They so used to being free and carefree out here because they got the Eight of Swords and the Fool. And the Magician. So they on the prowl. They may be into the next thing. They like their freedom to be single. That's what it is. Once they left your presence or y'all broke up, they love being single now. It's no way for them, even if they have kids. So what? I was raised by a single mother. So what? It it's 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 their new life, and they are enjoying it. They're being happy in this. You driving the issue of you should come back to me or whatever. They don't want it. They definitely don't want it. They don't want it based on they're addicted to their freedom now, or they are reading something that you're doing as over the top and they're not going that way. They see this in you, Cancer. Cancer, they see this in you. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking to a new one, it's the same thing. I mean, they into being single. They rather date for a while before really calling something a serious relationship. That's all it is. If it's a job thing, what I'm hearing is if you're going for a job, you're about to get ready and drop them people because it's taking too much of a hassle. And you're not tied down with that one job you put an application in for. You're just not tied to them. So you about ready. I'm getting the feeling you're ready to move on and find somebody else that may have something up in it. You know what I'm saying for you. If it's your current job, you could be getting ready. It's saying you have avenues of how you can work your current job environment, but in a sense of getting coin, no, not really. You may have a way of taking the job and making it easier or taking some less strife out of it, but getting more coin from it when they already addicted from you doing all these free skills for them, that's not going to happen. That road is shut down. Wow, 9 of Cups. Let's go with the strife, the Jack is moving slow. The decision that's already made, relationship wise. Let's go with the past coming back in. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get an ex or a baby mama daddy, you're wishing this person will come back. You wishing the person will come back. If it's a baby mama, baby daddy kind of thing, you wishing for them to have a third chance at it. That's what I'm hearing. You wishing for them to come back, and you may want to represent yourself to them. To be honest, go back to the old way you was, because they used to that. If it's a new relationship, they see this in you, you see this in them, that they can achieve some more happiness with you. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of wishing that that person will come in. You kind of fixated on that person. That's what I'm hearing. You're fixated on them. But the person don't want to move because something got presented out there that makes it non-appealing to being in a relationship. You're doing this, Cancer. Cancer, they doing this to you. Job thing. I don't know. This is for somebody going for a job. I don't know if you wishing for that job to call. Because you may not be in it for the money. You may be in it for a skill. Or you may be in it because your friends work there or something. But you want them to call back. And if you ain't had a job in a long time, I get it. Get that money. Just tolerate it for a minute. Get paid, then move on. You know, to update your resume and update your work skills and stuff. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one reader won't judge that. You do it, re-up game it, later on, move up out of it. I get it. If it's you currently on a job, you wishing that something will change about it. You wish something would change about it. My whole thing is with the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, because them the only 2 cups, and you got the like the weirdest cups. But you wishing it would change. I hate to tell you, with 2 devil cards on the table, it's not going to change. And with these swords in reverse, I don't want to say you're not getting it, but somehow, some way, you're figuring it out. You just don't know which way to take it. Either should you keep your foot in, try to get your foot out, but you wishing something about this job would change. Let's go back to a relationship thing for a hot minute. I'm hearing, and this can be for the ex or current one, they doing this to you, you doing this to them. You see them as an alcoholic because they sloppy all over the board. Is this person an alcoholic? Because you got two devils and nine cups. That's a drunk ass fool. That's a drunk fool. So is you dealing with an alcoholic? Hit my comment section because it. And I mean, I'm about to say something real perverted. That must be some good drunk sex for you to come back to want somebody that's an alcoholic and they just are. That's for. I want to say 1/10 of somebody that's listening to this reading. But it is what it is. Okay, I'm going to have to pop that one. Five of wands in the upright. For this fool, and let's start with the relationship thing first. They see this in you, Cancer, they see this in you. It's too much for them. It's too much for them. You see this in them that they all over the board and you can't control them and they may be an alcoholic, they may be fixated on weird stuff that you may not be into or whatever, and it's just too much for you. I'm hearing it's just too much for you. I ain't said you picked the loony bird or you picked a Jack Nicholson Shining kind of dude, but you picked something that you can't wrap your head fully around. You know what I'm saying? You wanted it at first, because you kind of made an effort and you was willing to work with it, but as the person unfolded, is you dealing with somebody bipolar? I mean, that has multiple personalities or something? Because as soon as you fished all the way up into it, you was like, I'm done. I'm not going to work with that. That's just too much. And it's getting on your nerve. See, Five of Wands to me is you're getting on my nerve. Seven of Wands is you already danced on it, now come and get it. That's what that means to me. You got Five of Wands twice. It's 5 and 5 is 10. That's a burden. That's too much. It's doing too much for you. That's why I'm hearing Cancer. They doing this to you. They doing it to you. You doing it to them. Pass. Trying to get the pass back. It's the same thing. They doing it to you. You're doing it to them. They see it as being way too much. Way too much of a burden. Way too much. They even revisit. If it's a job thing. It's what I'm getting is because if you're going for a new job, it's the time of waiting is it's tiring. It's tiring to you. It's like you focused all your energy with getting with this company. They're not making a move to call back. There's other candidates on the table. You're not really trapped with just applying with that one job. But for some reason, you're fixated on that one job, and it's causing all this burden of you waiting for them. You're not getting no information back. There's other candidates that's fighting for it. My advice would be, just for me, myself, I would just pick up and move. I would pick up and move on to somebody else because this is doing too much just to get this one position. Unless this one position have a bunch of money on it, but I'm getting all kind of coin cards in the reverse. You know what I'm saying? Unless you see it that way. And that's what the devil is too. You see it a certain way. So you get stuck on it. You know what I'm saying? You definitely see this job of having some kind of potential or money up in it. The problem is the people you're dealing with is not making that type of offer to you. That's what I'm hearing. If they call back for you getting unemployment with them. If you're currently on the job, it's working your nerve. It's working your nerve. The pettiness of it. And the pettiness that you have to go through. And the pettiness of upholding people. Or the pettiness of them taking advantage of your skills. It is breaking you down. It's breaking you down. It's getting on your nerve. It's literally getting on your nerve. Wow, that's all I got. I mean, Three of Cups. Okay, now here we go. At least you ended on a good note. So let's do this. Three of Cups. Um, in the relationship thing. Now let me go back to that person that wanna be single. Cancer, they be doing this to you. You're doing this to them. Now I was wondering, how did you keep running through and bump into in your ex people? You you're bumping into them through friends. It's a friend network that's keeping you attached to the person. You know what I'm saying? It's a friend network, or y'all meet or go to the same places or whatever, or it say if it's a birthday party, you know the same people, regardless. I mean, if you're in a relationship in the past with them, well, of course you know the same people. That's obvious. But they know you. These friends know you broke up with the person, but they will still step in and invite that person and you there, and it causes this conflict or this blow up or this weird untension that's going on at this event. They're doing it to you, Cancer. Cancer, you're doing it to them. It is what it is, and that's how I'm figuring knowing that. But for the single person, if you okay, Cancer, they doing it to you, you doing it to them. The single person getting a new relationship, they just happy being a butterfly. That's what I'm hearing. They're happy being more social than locked down into a one-on-one relationship. Either you're coming off like this, Cancer, or they coming off like that to you. If it's a job, if you're going for a new job, it's saying that you had two more options on the table. That was one of three options. Yeah, you picked the dead door option. Okay, so what? You had two more to go to. It's saying that you may find a job that you may want to deal with more of a public thing that'll make you happy than being enclosed in a job that you're doing repetitive stuff or whatever, or change to this robotic way of working. You know what I'm saying? That's if you finding a new job. If you currently at the job and you have to ride this out or whatever, all this stuff, either, I don't want to say you need to be more social or whatever, because that has nothing to do with these other people. If you're going to be at a current job and switch it to another job, find something that's more public related. That's one. Or you need to go back to your bosses and try to find a happy medium for you to exist there at that job before making a final decision if you're going to stay or go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Try to work a happy medium. That's all I'm hearing. Try to work a happy medium if you currently with a job now, even though the job want to act real stupid, funny style, cheap, got addicted to your work, but trying to find a happy medium. Maybe you have to talk to a supervisor or whatever to try to figure out what you can do, but try to find a happy medium with trying to work with the current job you at. So let me go ahead and shake my dice. I always say I'm dropping these videos before March, so it could be happening now. When March hit, it could start to pick up, or it could start right then in March. So I'm going to go ahead and shake these dice and see what time frame you're getting for the whole thing to play out. I got 6. Okay, 6 weeks, 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months. Okay, 6. And with this 6 coming up, when it comes to the relationship thing or whatever, it's definitely something in the past that's junking this up. It's the past, or you're addicted to something in the past, or you want somebody from the past. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely feeling that. If it's a job thing, before being fixated on getting the instant answer, maybe you should go ahead and let some time play out before before you kind of get fixated of why that job ain't called and this, all that, and the other. Maybe you should just put it in, keep it running, and see what happens within this job thing search within 6 months. So I hope you like this reading. Go ahead and hit like, put your thumbs up in there, thumbs up, down, leave your comments in the box, and I'll talk to you later.